Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Biodiversity and Conservation. And my name is Subalakshmi Raut from Ambika Prasad Research Foundation, Odisha, India. And we are going to discuss about some threatened birds of Odisha. And this part we will discuss only about the critically endangered bird species of Odisha and we are going through this topic because on a global level we are discussing about threats and how to conserve the bird population as we are facing extinction and threatenment of these bird species. So first we have to know which birds and how they are getting endangered and getting threatened. Then only we can discuss about some conservation strategies and we can protect them. So let's start. So um, we took the source from the threatened birds of Odisha, published by A.R. Rahmani, Asad R. Rahmani, and Manoj V. Nair. And this book was published in 2012. So, so in the year 2014, according to this book, about 524 species found in Odisha, among 1303 bird species from India, and um, the there are 172 globally threatened and near threatened species in India, but out of it, 43 are found in Odisha. So we will go through one by one. So this bird is bear's pochard, Aethia berry. It belongs to the family Anatidae. It's a duck, as you can know from the family name. And this species is a critically endangered species in Odisha, and it's a purely migratory bird. And it can be identified by some field characters, and they exhibit slight sexual dimorphism. The male has dark green metallic glossy head, white iris, and pale tip gray bill, while the female has dark chestnut head and breast without metallic gloss and paler patch at the base of the bill and dark iris. Here you can distinguish between the male and female, both are present here. And then in the breeding season, um, we can find that the breeding male looks similar to the ferruginous duck, except for its head and neck, which is dark glossy green, grading into rich mixed brownish color in on the breast, and the female is indistinguishable from the female ferruginous duck, particularly if we cannot see them with the males, and they uh, they are actually globally threatened waterfowl, and it's found in Russia, China, Mongolia, North Korea, and in Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, where they migrate during winter for breeding. And it it's a very rare winter visitor, and it was recorded mainly from Chilika Lake, and It can be frequently seen in large wetlands, and it nests on small islands that are densely vegetated with grass, and on during migration it uses small lakes and swampy shores, or overgrown lands water sorry land with reeds and other wetland vegetation, and it actually listed under Schedule 4, and we have to first identify the birds to know that whether they are threatened or whether they are having a stable population. So next is pink-headed duck, Rhodonessa caryophyllaceae, and it belongs to the family Anthidae. And this species was reported from Khordha in Odisha, and the major cause because of which it came under the critically endangered category was the habitat loss with the gradual conversion of many wetlands into agricultural lands. So we cannot find the original photograph of this bird also. It is that rare, that much critically endangered bird, and its population is likely declined due to the combination of hunting and habitat loss, and um, it it is also included in Schedule 1 of Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and due to absence of any recent record, the species can be considered extinct from Odisha, and it was seen in northern Myanmar in the remote wetlands where there was a possible recent sighting. Um, but other than that, there was no available record on this bird. Now, the next one that is critically endangered is white-backed or white-rumped vulture, Gyps bengalensis, and it belongs to family Acipitidae, and it has suffered an extremely rapid population decline, primarily as a result of feeding on carcasses of animals treated with the veterinary drug diclofenac, and it makes their bone porous, due to which they cannot fly, and if they cannot fly, they cannot hunt, they cannot eat. So their population is declining due to that, and we can identify the bird um, because of a white patch found at the backside of the bird, and it's the smallest of all gyps vultures, and the white drum vulture was actually abundant in the northern states of India previously, and they were found in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Thailand, southern China, Malaysia, and it was actually abundant in India and were found in Nepal and also in the Punjab province of Pakistan. And but their status is currently unknown, and it has disappeared from most of the Southeast Asia, and there is very rare sighting of this bird from some parts of Cambodia, Myanmar, and and this this is um, was actually there was records that they were found in the Simlipal Tiger Reserve, Andapur, Atma Lake, Chandaka Sanctuary, Chilika Lake, and in Puri in Bhitarkanika also. There were good sighting was there, and it's a breeding ground of that bird in these places, and but now we cannot see that uh, bird so easily. And the vulture survey is carried out by some forest divisions of Odisha in the past also failed to find any surviving population in the Raurkela and Chandikhol uh, have seen some sightings of this bird. Um, Nandankan Zoo in Bhubaneswar is one of the 8 new nodal centers identified for vulture conservation breeding by the Central Zoo Authority. And there is actually virus-related diseases found from as the cause of the death of these vultures. But in 2003, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug diclofenac was identified as the culprit. Means it was the cause of the death of so many um, of so many of this bird, and it is included in Schedule 1 of Indian Wildlife Protection Act since 2000. And there are some conservation measures also required. Um, Actually, we should there should be an official ban of the veterinary use of diclofenac, and the government vets have almost stopped using it, and it's widely available in market or not. Human diclofenac is now increasingly used for veterinary purpose. Now the next one is long-billed vulture, Chips indicus, and it also belongs to the family Accipitridae, and this is also a critically endangered bird, and it has suffered an extremely rapid population decline, also due to feeding on the carcasses of animals treated with the drug diclofenac. And we can identify this bird um, because it's a large sized vulture, and it has a conspicuous white neck ruff and a long black neck with pale down feathers, and it's a semi-endemic bird of India with a small population surviving in the Sindh province of Pakistan near Indian border. And in India, it is found from the Gangetic Plain to almost up to Tamil Nadu. And they they were also recorded from the outskirts of Simlipal, Bhitarkanika, and also there are some injured individual rescued and brought to Nandankan Zoo. from Sundargarh district, and there was also a solitary sighting in Satkosia, and here also the vulture surveys performed by some forest divisions could not find the surviving population, and local people actually they are saying that there is a small population of this bird that exists near Badgaon and Bonai in Sundargarh district, Andhpur in Kyonchar, and Bamra in Sambalpur district. And this bird was used to present in large numbers in the open countryside, sometimes in villages near cultivated areas and in lightly wooded area. And but now they are uh, getting nearly extincted, so we can't find them easily. And it is also included in Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection, Indian Wildlife Protection Act since 2000. Now, the next one is red-headed vulture or king vulture with Sarcogyps calvus. It also belongs to family Accipitidae today. Um, this bird is also critically endangered, and with the same reason of feeding on carcasses of animals treated with the veterinary drug diclofenac. And we can identify this medium-sized vulture mainly through the black with bare red head, neck and legs, and thigh patches and ruff are white, and the male has yellowish eyes, while the female has dark reddish eyes. And in flight, the red head and legs, white breast, and white patches at the side of the thighs are um, easily visible, and the whitish band along with the underwing lining is another character to identify this bird in flight. And the immature birds are similar to adult, except they are overall brown and head is pink and covered with white down feathers. And this headed vulture is found in South Asia and has a scarce though widespread distribution in Indian subcontinent. It is absent in Sri Lanka, and their population is also decreasing day by day. And there is sporadic records that exist from the state, mainly from Simlipal Tiger Reserve, and it has been described as rare resident, and it, it has also been recorded from Chandaka Sanctuary, but no other recent sighting or record exists for the state. The red-headed vulture mainly inhabits dry deciduous forest and wooded hills. It is found in open countryside and even in desert. Its large bald head and neck enables it to reach deep into the cavities of a large carcass, dead body, without soiling its feathers. The nesting season is from December to May, and both the parents share the parental duties. The bird actually is a shy bird, that is generally found in low numbers, and its decline has actually not caught the attention of the conservationists or the government, unlike the gyps vultures. And there is no direct evidence to link the decline in the species with diclofenac poisoning, and the rate of decline is very similar to the decline in the other vulture populations. And the red-headed vulture is included in Schedule 4 of Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So the next one is Great Indian Bustard, Ardeotis nigriceps. It belongs to the family Otidae, and it is critically endangered because of its very small um, declining population, which is a result of hunting and continual agricultural development in their habitats. And we can recognize this bird um, due to the brown and white um, contrasting combination of the bird with black crown and black wing markings. And the male has whitish neck and underparts with narrow black breastband, and the female is smaller with grayer neck without breastband in non-breeding birds and with broken breastband in breeding birds. And this bird occurs in Indian subcontinent with mainly found in Thar Desert in the northwest and in the Deccan um, plateau of India, and can be seen in Rajasthan with smaller population in Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Maharashtra, and Karnataka. But it has completely disappeared from Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and Odisha. It um, it the main threats due to their um, declining population to that declining population is habitat destruction, conversion and of agricultural land into agricultural lands, and hunting. Hunting is a major threat, particularly in Thar Desert, and mismanagement of busted grasslands by forest department along with overall and increasing the disturbances to the landscapes are major threats. Species recovery plan has been prepared and some states have taken action, but not enough has been done to arrest the decline of this bird population. So the next one is spoon-billed sandpiper, Calidris pygmaei. It belongs to the family Scolopacidae, and it is a critically endangered bird because of the recent surveys that indicate that its population is now extremely small and undergoing an extremely rapid population reduction. The threats or the reasons why their population is decreasing include habitat loss in its breeding, passage, and winter grounds, which is accompanied by disturbance, hunting, and the effects of climate change. It can be identified due to their spatula type bill. It means it has it looks like a spoon is present in their mouth, and it moves with other stints and small wader birds, so could be easily missed unless someone is actually searching for it. And the breeding adult bird has a rufous orange head, neck, and breast with dark brown streaks. It has blackish upper parts with um, pale rufous fringes, and non-breeding birds lack rufous and have pale brownish gray upper parts with whitish fringing to wing coverts. And the belly, breast, and neck are white, and the leg are black. And juveniles are slightly darker with boldly patterned upper part. The spoon-billed sandpiper has a naturally limited breeding range, um, and can be found in northern northeastern Russia, and it is an extremely rare migratory species on east coast of India. It has a very specialized breeding habitat, using only lagoons, pits with lichen vegetation, or can be found in estuaries or mud-flat habitats. Um, and the species mainly migrate for feeding, resting, and breeding. And it can be found with other um, birds like sandplover or green shank, and it is listed in Schedule 4 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. And last but not the least, forest owlet. It it actually has a tiny, severely fragmented population, and as a result of the loss in the dry deciduous forest habitat, its population is also declining, and it is a critically endangered bird. And we can identify the small owlet with a rather plain crown, heavily banded wings and tail, and a dark gray brown crown and nape, faintly spotted white with white, and broadly banded blackish brown and white wings and tail with broad white tail tip, and the breast is dark brown, flanks with broad prominent barrings, and the rest of the underparts are white. And the forest owlet is endemic to central India, and it can be found in other parts, like it is found in northern Maharashtra, southeast Madhya Pradesh, western Odisha, and this bird was then reported from many areas of Odisha, and it appears to be a resident bird of fairly open deciduous forest, dominated by teak, that is Tectona grandis, plant trees, and um, it's mostly found in. It is also found in moist deciduous forest or dense jungle, and this owlet is diurnal and fairly easy to detect, frequently perching on prominent bare branches. Lizards, small rodents, grasshoppers, and nestlings of other birds are all prey to this bird, and it breeds between October and May, laying a clutch of two eggs in the hole of a softwood tree, and can relay if its first nesting attempt fails. And habitat destruction and modification and poaching are the biggest threats to the forest owlet population. And there is also a reason like illegal trade of these small owlets. that plays a crucial role in the declination of the outpopulation, and it is included in Schedule 1 of Indian Wildlife Protection Act 1972, and interventions has been made in Maharashtra to try and prevent further forest loss and to protect this bird species. So this is all from me today. Thank you.